Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner, a service of First Heritage Bank, Blue Valley Technologies, and Wanklin Oil.
Everyone has something that they do best. Banks are no exception. Ours is investing back into the local communities that we serve. We make loans to local families and businesses. These loans generate the dollars which empower our local community. Invest in our community by banking with us. We're an equal housing lender. First Heritage Bank in Centralia, Corning, Seneca, and Vermilion. Member FDIC. Online at 1hbank.com.
Back to school means your household is back online. With Blue Valley Technologies, try out a 3-month internet speed boost with no long-term commitments. Keep your family connected with 24/7 tech support, plus parental controls with worry-free Wi-Fi. Sign up to receive 3 months free, plus free installation. Not a current Blue Valley Technologies customer? Sign up for the best in internet service and get a $100 bill credit. Visit bluevalley.net.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Welcome into the Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner program, joined as always today with head football coach Roger Holthouse. Coach, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think you took it on the chin there Friday, 49-13 versus Mid-Buchanan. What stood out to you, though, about the game?
Well, I think, number one, they were more athletic than we were. They were faster than we were. You know, we had a hard time getting off blocks. We had a hard time locking on their blocks, and you know they kind of did what they wanted to against us, and which don't get me wrong, they're a very, very talented football team. But you know, I thought our kids, I didn't like the way they responded, especially the first quarter. You know, they hit us in the mouth. I didn't think we had much effort there for a while. I thought our heart kind of went blank, and our toughness wasn't near where we need to be at. So we'll get in there, and it'll get better, and we just got to continue to work with those 3 things anyway.
And I don't want to say, you know, you're going in changing anything during this week, but how do you address that on Monday or this week, I guess, in practices when you see the effort wasn't there on Friday night?
I think you put them in situations where they're going to have to give effort or they're going to quit, and you can see that in drills or in practice. So, you know, our main focus to be those. They're going to check those this week, and I get that in my scouting report. We need to get tougher in certain situations. I think we need to have a much bigger heart in certain situations, and I think at times don't let them take your effort. I mean, those 3 things to me, Max, are 3 things that you control. You know, I realize Mid-Buchanan's a very talented football team, but those 3 things, we control those, and I didn't think we controlled them very well last Friday night.
And how much do you rely on like the seniors, or I guess just the leaders in general in the locker room, to switch that stuff around?
Some of that comes down to them, you know, but online it comes down to me as every individual's got to, you know, they got to find something within themselves. You know, a leader or whatever can talk and say stuff, but online it comes down to that individual's got to want to get better. He's got to want to do certain things to get himself better, and that's what we're going to strive for this week.
Well, and obviously 2 separate years, but a loss last year to Mid-Buchanan. You went to a state championship game. Maybe it works out the same for you, but you focus on Onega coming up next. I know they're a big, powerful team, especially there at the fullback, halfback position. I'm not going to ask you your keys, but how do you slow them down defensively?
Well, you got to tackle, Max, and that's bottom line. You got to tackle. You got to do your job. Everybody's got to do their job, and as a crew, do our job. And you know, you got to tackle, and you got to. It comes down to Max's. I know you get tired of me saying this, but we got to block and we got to tackle, and if we can do those 2 things, we'll be all right.
I'm never going to get tired of it because you give a good answer there, Roger. But last one for you, too. Now flip it to the other side offensively. How do you kind of keep an offense that looked like it was clicking against Valley Heights get back on track there Friday night?
But, Max, I think offensively, I thought throughout the game, we did some good stuff. I think there's holes there, but when the team's a little bit quicker in the yard, those holes close down real fast. And, we got to do a better job of combo blocking back to a backer. We just got to do a better job of locking on a block. And the back's got to do a good job of finding that hole in small crease, get up in it, and get out of it. So those are the things that when you play a good team, that's what you're looking for. And we definitely played one last Friday. It's hopefully what it does is it makes you a better football team in the end because they showed up our weaknesses and stuff we need to work on. And hopefully we get better as we continue to go forward here in the season.
I think you said it best there at the end. Always something to improve upon as you do, go throughout the season. I wish you luck against Onega coming up. Again, talking with Roger Holthouse, head coach of the Centralia Panthers. As always, appreciate the time, Roger, and best of luck Friday night.
I thank you. Appreciate it.
Centralia Panthers Coaches Corner, a service of First Heritage Bank, Blue Valley Technologies, and Wanklin Oil.